Hey, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and welcome to the second to last episode of First Try Fridays for Call of Duty Ghosts. This is a series I do every single Friday on my channel where you guys leave a Call of Duty Ghost class down below in the comments, and then every Friday I go in and randomly pick one of the classes and use it in my very first game of Ghosts for the day. Then I upload and commentate to the gameplay, no matter if it's good gameplay, bad gameplay, whatever happens, you guys get to see my true skill. And like I said, this is going to be the second to last episode, meaning there's going to be one more episode after this. It's not going to be next week. Next week, I'm going to be skipping First Try Fridays for multiple reasons. If you want a little bit more explanation, you can go back and watch my starting college video, which went up Wednesday. But then the week after that, so that will be the September the 5th, will be the last episode of First Try Fridays. So if you guys want your class to be used, make sure you leave a comment right now. So this week, the class was suggested by Blade Volts, who wanted me to use the USR sniper rifle with the chrome-lined barrel and armor-piercing rounds, and then the gold PDW with the muzzle brake attachment, with a throwing knife, and any perks and streaks that I want. So the perk setup I went with was Ready Up, On The Go, Scavenger, ICU, Focus, and Gambler, and then the kill streaks I believe I went with were Guard Dog, Trinity Rocket, and Maniac. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And overall, I went 22 and 10 playing some team deathmatch on Sub-Zero, and that wraps it up for the gameplay. So again, if you guys want to see your class in some gameplay for the next and final First Try Fridays, make sure you leave a class down below. But let's get into this near-death experience. So one of you guys asked me some of my near-death experiences back in my 8,000 subscriber video. I gave you a little brief on it and told you about this car story, but I said I was going to make a video for the near future, and that video has come out right now. We're going to be talking about this near-death experience riding in a car with my friend, and you know, it was pretty crazy. So I wanted to get my friend named Jason, or Tsunami0496. He's been in a couple previous videos. I wanted to get him to do a dual commentary with me, and we've been meaning to do it, but a couple things popped up because he was in the car with me when this happened. But he left for college. He's going to the University of Florida earlier this week, and it was like a last minute thing. He decided to go early, but he couldn't be able to do the dual comm, so I'm going to be telling you guys the story myself. I want to say it was about 2 years ago, sophomore year. It was 2 years ago, my sophomore year of high school. It was in the spring, so it was after a baseball game. Me and my friend Jason were hanging out, and then our other two friends named Dylan and Ty called us up and wanted to hang out. So we were driving around. They told us to meet us somewhere, and then we met them. And for some reason, we just decided to drive around neighborhoods and follow each other. So they were in the lead, and then like I took the lead, and we kind of tried to lose people and stuff like that. So at one point in that time, they took the lead and got away from us, and we're driving around looking for them. We couldn't find them. We call them up, and then they're like, "Hey, come to the school and go in the back, and you're gonna see something really cool." So we drive back there, and we're like, "Where are they? You don't see them." So we called them, and we're like, "Where are you?" Like, "Go down this path, and you're gonna see us on this very narrow bridge with the car. It's like insane." So we drive back. They're like, "Yeah, just keep going." And we're driving on the sidewalk, and there's a playground next to us. And we have like one tire in the mulch chips and one on the sidewalk driving. We pull up back there, and they got it. They're like, "Yeah, we were driving all around the school, getting the grass. We're like going off-roading and all this stuff. It was really cool. Now we're on this bridge." And it just seemed, they thought they were so cool. So they wanted us to drive up the bridge. You know, we did it. And then we went back into the street, and they're like, "All right, so now that you've seen a little bit of off-roading," which is what they called it, "you guys want to go to a really cool off-roading spot?" And I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, sure, yeah, why not? So I was thinking it was just going to be like another drive behind the school or something like that. So we're driving around. He's going through neighborhoods. I'm like, "Where the heck is he going, Jason?" He's like, "I don't know." And he pulls up to this park. And it's this giant open field, basically. Has like a lake on one side. The back of the school faces another side. It's just this really big park, and it has this winding path going all the way down it. And he just sits there in front of us, and I'm like looking at Jason. I'm like, "Is he about to go through this?" And then he just takes off and goes down. And I'm like, I really don't want to go down this. He's like, just do it." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, just go." And then I just decided to go forward. It was like pitch black out. It's like I said, it was in the middle of the field, and there's barely any lights around. Like there's a light once in a while. so you could barely see anything. You're on this very skinny path, and to throw into that too, it just rained, so it was really slippery. And to top it all off on that, I was in my mom's car, so I'm thinking the whole time, like, okay, I can't hurt this thing. So we're just driving, and all of a sudden I just decided to take off, and he's like, my friend Jason, who was in the car, was like, yo, you should probably slow down. And I wasn't going like super fast, probably going like maybe 30 maybe in the park. It seemed fast going through the park. I'm like, no, man, now thinking about it, I don't want to be driving on this anymore, so I'm going to be going fast and trying to get through this. So we're going fast. There's a bunch of bumps in the sidewalk. It winds a little bit. We're like just flying through the thing. And then we see this big turn ahead of us, and there's this light post. And I started to slow down just a little bit, and we went to this turn pretty hot. And we would have made it fine, but here's the bad stuff happens. It was really dark, so I couldn't see, and there was this very, like, weird hill thing, like, over a 6-foot length, it went down, like, maybe a foot, so, like, the car took a huge bounce, and we went airborne for a second, and we were flying right towards the light post. When we started screaming, it was death. I was just, like, running through my mind, like, oh my god, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. We're in my mom's car, we're in the middle of the park. I'm like, we're done. We're flying right towards this post, freaking out right now, and then luckily we land right in front of it, and I just, like, while I was flying in the air, I just turned the steering wheel all the way to the right, and luckily when we hit it, we just skid right past the pole and probably missed it by about 6 inches from the side of our car. We were going straight head on, so if we would have gone any further, I would have gone like any little faster, we would have hit the thing straight on. Luckily, I slowed down a little bit and got the front wheel down. We kind of turned just a little bit and just missed the thing. And then we just tried to slow down and get the car under control and just stopped stuff. And we were just sitting there looking at each other like, bro, we almost just died. He's like, yeah, I told you to freaking slow down. Oh, my God. We were just, like, freaking out. And then we just drove out down the rest of the path very cautiously and slowly, and took us out to the back of the school in the parking lot where they were waiting for us. Like, what took you so long? We're like, yeah, we almost just died. We're never doing that again, blah, blah, blah. We just started going on and kind of like getting angry and stuff. And it was just pretty insane. So me and my friend almost died riding through a park at night where it was really slippery and dark outside in my mom's car. We almost hit a light post head on. And that's how I almost died. That's my near-death experience for you guys. So if I have to say anything, don't be going off-roading. It's not that smart of a thing to do, especially when you're in like a SUV type car, maybe if you're in like a dune buggy. And then don't do it when it's nighttime out, especially after it rains, because it is very hard to control the car, and bad things might happen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little story and my near-death experience. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Again, make sure you leave a Call of Duty Ghost class down below for the final First Try Fridays that'll go up in 2 weeks from this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.